Hi guys, this is Sadik from Debugging.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to install the latest Evolution X ROM based on Android 14 onto Pixel 6a, 6 and 6 Pro. So please take a backup of all the data on your phone and then let's get started. First and foremost, you will have to install Android SDK platform tools. So get it from my guide and extract them onto your PC. You could extract them anywhere you want. In my case, I have done the extraction in C drive, and as you could see, these are the files for platform tools. These are the files. So extract them onto your PC. Once you have done the extraction, your next course of action is to enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking. USB debugging is required to execute ADB command, whereas OEM unlocking is required to unlock the bootloader on your phone. So let's now carry out both this task. For that, go to the settings menu on your phone. From settings menu, you have to go to about phone and tap on build number 7 times. You will get a prompt that you are now a developer. So go back, then go to system, and you should now see developer option. Go there and enable the toggle next to OEM unlocking as well as USB debugging. You will now get a prompt on your phone. Tap on OK. You might get an RC key prompt as well. In that case, tap on allow, and with this, debugging is now enabled. So let's verify the same. For that, go to platform tools folder address bar, type in CMD and hit enter. This will launch command prompt inside platform tools. Now type in ADB devices and make sure that you are getting a serial ID. If you are not getting any ID, then unplug and replug your phone from the PC. Disable and re-enable USB debugging. Tap on revoke USB debugging. Use the official cable that came with your phone and use the USB 2.0 port on your PC. So carry out this USB tweaks and make sure that you are getting an ID. Once you are getting this ID, you are now good to go ahead. So now you will have to unlock the bootloader on your phone. Do note that doing so will wipe off all the data and it might make the warranty null and void as well. So if that's well and good, then you could refer to my guide or the video and get this job done. You just have to boot your phone to Fastboot mode and use the Fastboot flashing unlock command. After that, use the volume key to highlight unlock the bootloader and press the power key to confirm. With this, the bootloader will be unlocked. Once that happens, please make sure to re-enable USB debugging and then move ahead with the next step. So now you will have to get hold of the ROM file, and apart from that, there are a few exe files as well. So get hold of all those files. It will be hosted on the XDA. It will be listed here in this page. So simply expand your phone and then download the latest ROM build. Apart from that, also download the boot, DTBO and vendor boot. All the latest files will be shown here itself. So get hold of this, and once you have got the files, you will then have to transfer this file to the platform tool folder on your PC. So let's get that job done as well. So give me just a minute. I will transfer these files. So this is the boot, DTBO and vendor boot. Let's transfer them here. Likewise, let's transfer the ROM file as well. This is the Evolution X ROM. Let me do the transfer as well. So let me rename these files. It will be easier to type in the CMD window. It's the boot.img. Then it's the dtbo.img. And then we have the vendor boot.img. So let me rename it as well. Once that is done, I will also recommend you to rename the ROM file to something shorter. So let's rename it to ROM and the complete name becomes rom.zip. It will now be easier to type in the CMD window. Anyways, moving on. Your next course of action is to boot your phone to Fastboot mode. So for that, you have to type in ADB, reboot, bootloader. Okay, before moving ahead, please make sure that you are on the latest firmware. If that is not the case, then please install the latest update on your phone and only then move ahead with the next step. So with that said, type in the command and hit enter, and your phone will now reboot into the Fastboot mode. It will take only a few seconds. So let's just wait for the process to complete. And as you could see, we are now in the Fastboot mode. Make sure that the device state is shown as unlocked. This signifies that the bootloader has been unlocked and we could now move ahead. So now your first course of action should be to flash the boot, DTBO and vendor boot files to their respective partitions. So simply you have to copy paste all these three commands. Just verify that all these three files are there inside the platform tools folder and it's renamed as boot, DTBO and vendor boot. If that's well and good, then you could simply copy this command and paste them in the CMD window one at a time. So first off, let's flash the boot.img file. And once that is done, let's now flash the DTBO IMG file. And after that, we will now have to flash the vendor boot IMG file. Once all these three files have been flashed, let's just wait for a few seconds. And now you will have to reboot your phone to the AOSP recovery, which we have just flashed. So after flashing the vendor boot, we would have got the Evolution X recovery. So let's reboot our phone to this recovery. You could also use the hardware key combination to get this job done, or simply use the Fastboot reboot recovery command. Any one of the two will work. So as of now, I've used the command, and our phone should now boot into the AOSP recovery. It might take a little while, so that's not a cause of any concern. And as you could see, we are now inside the recovery. So first and foremost, you will now have to do a format data. So use the volume keys to highlight factory reset, and then press the power key to confirm. Again, select format data factory reset and press the power key to confirm. Again, choose format data and press the power key to confirm. Your phone will undergo a data wipe, and once done, you will get a data wipe complete message. Now, you will have to go to the home screen. So use the volume keys to highlight the back button and press the power key to confirm. And we are now inside the home screen. So now we will have to do an ADB sideload of the ROM file. So use the volume keys to highlight apply update and press the power key to confirm. Then select apply from ADB and press the power key to confirm. And with this, our phone is now in the ADB sideload mode. Let's verify the same. So type in ADB devices and hit enter. And as you could see, it's in the sideload mode. So we could now move ahead with the next step. So now we have to just sideload the ROM file. So make sure that the ROM file is there inside the platform tools folder and it's named as rom.zip. If that's well and good, then you could simply copy paste this command and the sideloading will now start. So let's do that. Just a minute. ADB sideload and the name of the file, which is rom.zip, and hit enter. And the sideloading of the ROM file will now start. It will take up to around 6 to 10 minutes. So let's just wait for the flashing to complete. So guys, as soon as the flashing reaches the 47% mark, you will get a prompt on your phone asking if you want to flash any additional packages. So if you want to flash any other mod zip file, then you will have to select yes. After that, your phone will reboot to recovery, and then you will do an ADB sideload of the file, of whatever file you want. On the other hand, if you don't want to do sideload of any other file and you simply want to reboot your phone to the OS, then tap on no and then select reboot system now. I am again repeating, if you want to sideload any zip file now, such as the Magisk or any other module, then tap on yes and your phone will reboot to the recovery. You may then do a sideload of the required file. On the other hand, if you don't want to flash or sideload any file and simply boot your phone to the OS, then select no and then select reboot system now. As of now, I don't want to flash any other file, so I will be selecting no. So simply choose no via the volume key and press the power key to confirm. And with this, you will now be taken to the recovery home screen. And from here, just select reboot system now. And your phone will now reboot into the newly flashed OS. Do keep in mind that the first boot up will take up some additional time frame. This is completely normal and nothing to worry about. From the subsequent time, it will not take that much longer. So let's just wait for the boot animation to show up, which will signify that the flashing is complete successfully. And as you could see, it's the Evolution X boot animation. So the flashing has been done. Let's now wait for the phone to boot up. So guys, our phone has booted to the ROM. So let's get started with the setup process. As of now, I'll skip the initial setup process and set up my phone offline. If you want, you may do a data restore right away. I will do a restore later on, and I'm skipping the entire setup process just to take to the OS. And with this, we are inside the Evolution X ROM, as you could see. And this is the app drawer, and the papers app is the Evolution X unique USP of this ROM. This app comes with this ROM itself. It's the wallpaper app. Then these are the QS toggles. Then let's go to the settings menu, and the evolver is the main section of this ROM. From here, you could tweak the ROM and customize them as per the requirement. So first off, we have the theme section and theming section, which will have the Monet theme engine, which will automatically pick up the major or the dominant color from the wallpaper and apply it across the UI, or you may also implement a new theme using the hex value of the color or choose it from the color palette. Likewise, you could enable accent background as well, and there are a few other color tweaks. Then enable or disable dark theme based on a schedule. Then you have a font style. You may choose from quite a lot of font style, as you could see over here. So for instance, let's select this one, and as you could see, the change will be implemented right away. At the top, the font style is being changing. So as of now, let's go back to the default. You may witness system UI undergoing a reboot while implementing these changes. This is completely normal and nothing to worry about. It might happen once or twice. And these are the icon packs. There are quite a lot of icon packs again, as you could see. So let me enable a few options and then I'll be able to see it. Just a minute. So this is the lawn. I don't know what this. So okay, not an issue. Sometimes that might happen. This is the one from Samsung. And as you could see, the change is been implemented in the status bar. Gradient icon as well. So let's go back to the default icon packs. And this is just system UI restarting and not a major bug. Then this is the Wi-Fi icon style that you could choose from. Apart from that, we have the icon shapes. So for instance, if I choose the scroll, then the same will be implemented across the app drawer and the home screen, as you could see. So let's again go back to the default icon shape. Then brightness slider, you could choose from quite a lot of options filled. So let me show you. This is the brightness slider. Its thickness has been minimized. Then this one is different. Okay, let's again go back to the default one. Then apart from that, we have the navigation bar style. So if you are using 3-button navigation style, in that case you could choose from any of these options. In my case, I'm using a gesture navigation, so I will not be able to choose, or rather the changes will not be shown here in my case. So let's go back, and then we have the signal icon style. With regards to the networks icon, you could also choose from the nothing font style or even the iOS as well. Currently I don't have a SIM, so I might not be able to show you, but these are the options that you could choose from. There are quite a lot. I haven't seen these many icon style in any AOSP ROM. Apart from that, let's go to the next section. Then we have the status bar tweaks, clock style and status bar logo. You could show a logo at the left or right of the status bar. So you could also choose the logo. There are quite a lot of logos. Let's choose the Windows logo. And as you could see, it's implemented there at the top left of the screen. You could also change the location to the right. It's just a UI tweak and nothing as such. So then apart from that, you could choose the battery style. Wow, that are quite a lot of icon styles. So let's go with the portrait iOS style. Then this is the battery percentage. This is the big circle. So as of now, let me go back to the default. It might be something one of these. So apart from that, you have a status bar icons as well, regarding which of the icons you want to show in the status bar and which not. Then there are notification count, color icons. So as of now, you could see the settings icon in the notification bar is white, but as soon as I enable this toggle, it will be the same as the one corresponding to its app drawer. So for the Play Store as well, as you could see, it's currently showing the exact app icon as is shown in the app drawer. So you may enable and disable it as well, and enable the notification count as well. Then it's 4G LTE. Apart from that, we have a notification tweaks. So then next up, we have QS toggle tweaks as well. You could enable or disable the label or the names of these toggles. Apart from that, you may increase or decrease the number of QS tiles that you have and show the battery percentage. Quick pull down will automatically expand the QS tiles, as you could see from here. In a single click, you don't require a double click. Then animation style, upon interacting with the QS tiles, it will undergo an animation, as you could see. So it does not look good, so let me turn it off in my case. And then we have the power menu, let me check for the advanced reboot. So it's there, and this is the most important in my case. So we have the advanced reboot, recovery, bootloader, system UI. So there is no fastboot D mode, and that's not a cause of concern because we hardly interact with the fastboot D mode. It's rarely we do so. Mostly we require the recovery and the fastboot mode, both of which are there. Then we have some gesture tweaks as well. Click to take partial screenshot. You may take a partial screenshot and of the screen instead of the entire screenshot. Then these are the gestures which are there across your Pixel UI as well. These are the same gestures. I couldn't see any new gestures. Swipe to screenshot. Okay, so this is a new screen gesture which is not there on Pixel phones. This is great to see. And apart from that, we have a few lock screen tweaks as well. You may enable edge lightning. When a notification comes to your phone, the edges will light up, then it will show a ripple effect upon using the fingerprint gesture as well. Then we have the button tweaks. You may assign individual or new action to each of these buttons as well. Then a few animation, screen off animation. So let's do CRT. This is the one which I used to have on my Xperia phones back in the day. So let me show you. This is a CRT animation as you have seen. Apart from that, it's about the team and some miscellaneous tweaks as well. Enable ROM side play integrity fix. Okay, so this is very important fix. Please make sure to enable it. Play integrity fix as well. So view current values used to spoof. So as of now, it's using the Eureka built fingerprint to pass the security. So I will be discussing about that as well. So let's do that right away. So first and foremost, let me see what all it's doing. So it's enabling the Pixel prop, spoof your device to Pixel 5. So as of now, your phone has been spoofed to Pixel 5 and spoof as Pixel 8 Pro. This might come in handy for some AI tweaks. You might get some AI tweaks using this. And spoof as Pixel 8 Pro for all Google apps, unlimited photo storage. So your phone will then be spoofed as Pixel XL and you will get unlimited storage in original quality. There will be no compression whatsoever. Then comes the Netflix spoof. So in this, you will be able to watch all the DRM content in full HD, whether it's the Netflix, Hulu or Amazon Prime. You could watch them in 1080p. So with this, we are done. And now let's come to the most important part. By default, the play integrity fix usually fails on many custom ROM. Fortunately for us, this ROM does have the option to enable a fix for the safety net. However, do keep in mind that Google is patching quite a lot of build prop and JSON files. So if it has patched this file as well, then we will have to take some other way around. But as of now, please make sure to enable this toggle as well. And you could verify the same, that which phone is currently using. So as you could see, it's listed here is using the fingerprint for a Eureka phone. Google could easily get hold of this and patch this fingerprint as well quite easily. So let's verify if our phone is passing the play integrity test or not. So first off, make sure to enable this toggle. And once that is done, you will now have to install an app known as Play Integrity Fix. So I might be having that APK onto my phone. Let me transfer it onto my PC. I'll transfer it onto my phone. Just a minute, let me verify. So Play Integrity API Checker, you can install the app from Play Store. And let's now check out the result. So I also have a separate guide on the same. In this guide, I have listed the Evolution X ROM APK file as well. As of now, Evolution X is the only ROM which have their own APK and allows you to pass the play integrity using just the APK file. However, do keep in mind that Google might patch the APK as and when it as its own convenience. So if that happens, then it's up to the developer to find a new fingerprint and then again release a new APK. As and when there is a new APK, I will upload it here. As of now, our phone is already using a Eureka fingerprint. So first verify if it's working or not. So let me check out the result. Let me transfer the APK file. Once that is done, let's now install the APK onto our phone. and see if it's passing the play integrity test or not. So just a minute. Let me now install the app and open it. So let me now check out the result. Do keep in mind that you only have to pass the first 2 tests. The last test you will not be able to pass. Unfortunately, we are not even able to pass the first test as well. So this signifies that the Eureka fingerprint that Google is using, that we are using in this ROM, or rather that the ROM is using, has been patched by Google. So this fingerprint will no longer work. We will have to use a new fingerprint that the ROM has given us. So let's try out this APK file as well. So let's download the APK file you could get hold of from my guide. And once you have got the APK file, simply transfer it onto your phone. So let me do that. This is the fingerprint APK file. Let's transfer it, and you will now have to install this APK file. So let me do that. Tap on update. The app is already installed. Just have to hit the update button. And once you have installed the APK, you will then have to restart your phone. So don't launch anything. Simply now restart your phone. So let's do that, and it will take only a few seconds. This restart is compulsory, and after doing a restart, you will have to remove the data of Play Store and once again do a restart, and only after that do a check of whether it passes the test or not. So let's just wait for a phone to boot up and then we'll verify the same. So the major benefit of this check is the fact that you don't have to root your custom ROM. In all the other custom ROM, there is no APK method. Rather, you have to root your custom ROM and get the job done. But Evolution X is the only ROM in which you could easily pass the test. Well, not easily, but you might be able to pass the test simply by using the APK file and without the need for root. So let's verify the same. Now that we have installed the APK and done a restart, you will now have to remove the data of Play Store. So go to app info of Play Store, then go to storage and cache, clear storage, delete. Once that is done, let's now relaunch the app and tap on check and see if we pass the test or not. So as you could see, currently we are passing both the first and second test. So this signifies that this new APK has not been patched by Google yet, and you could simply use this APK to pass the play integrity test. So all thanks goes to the developer, because Evolution X is the only ROM as of now that allows you to pass the test without the need to root your custom ROM. All the other custom ROM requires you to root your phone, and only then you could pass the test. But in case of Evolution ROM, the developers have their APK, they give their APK to us. We only have to install the APK, restart our phone, and then remove the data of Play Store. And after that, you could easily pass the test. But since this APK file is there for everyone to see, Google will ultimately patch this APK as well. And then we'll have to wait for the developer to release a new APK file, or you could root your phone and carry out the methods that I have shown here. So as of now, let's verify which fingerprint are we using. So just give me a minute. Let me go to the miscellaneous section. And currently we are using a phone from the Hisense brand, Hisense F30. Earlier we were using from the Eureka, which was not working. Currently we are using from the Hisense and it's working well and good. So it will only work until Google ends up patching it. So till then you could make use of this APK, and once Google patches it, you will then have to wait for a new APK to arise, or simply root your phone via Magisk and then try out the other 3 methods that I have shown in my guide. So guys, on that note, I round up this video. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.